they have a big influence on the whole community there, cleaning the, I don't know, just cleaning the streets, for example, or getting people to vote, all that, compared to the States and how it has an influence there and the different bigger youth centers and stuff like that.
Loopy, in 2019, you entered something called the Red Bull BC1 Cypher.
Yep.
Now, you walked in a competitor, but you left a champion, right? So,
Yeah.
what was the like the physical, mental preparation for that event, and what was that experience like?
It's interesting that you ask now, as I entered the BC1 last week again, and didn't leave a champion.
Oh no!
And it's interesting because my mental preparation and my physical preparation in 2019 actually wasn't very well.
Oh wow!
Um, I just started working in another hospital, which is known for very hard working situation, a lot of over hours, and I just started, so I didn't have an idea if I would even be able to go to the Cypher, as the pre-selection was on a Friday and I had to work. So I said, okay, I will just see if I can go, I'll go, because it was in Berlin that year, so the city where I lived already. And then uh, in the end, I had time. I had time to go because I could leave work a little bit early even, and entered. And I was just, I guess, really relaxed, because for me, I didn't really care. I was just going, checking out the jam, and then I decided when I was there, oh, pre-selection still open, so I'm gonna enter and see what happens. And then the next day were the half finals and the finals at the main event. So I kind of was just entering, didn't really care, because for me personally, Red Bull BC1, after I entered, I have to say I have more respect for the whole event. I can be honest, I was hating on it a lot before, because of course it's something that comes into the scene and just changes a lot. It's more of a fan-based event, more of a show event, a different approach than the whole breaking and hip hop approach that we usually have. So yeah, but I have to say, entering it, at least I have a different idea about it now, and what Red Bull also does for, or tries to approach and do for the breaking scene. So yeah, I'm coming from A to B, but yeah, my mental preparation was just not existent, I would say. And physically also, I just started working there. I didn't have time to practice as much as before. So maybe my body was just really recovered from overtraining.
Right. So
And that's the only preparation that I did have.
right. So you basically just walked in the door and said, you know what? I'm just gonna let it flow, and
Yeah,
whatever happens, happens.
yeah.
That's pretty dope. Like, so you said that just recently you didn't leave a champion. I'm assuming that your preparation was a lot different this time.
Yeah, it was over the whole COVID time. I would say I I worked a lot on myself,
Okay.
personally, mentally, and also I realized that for me, I shouldn't. I used to be a very competitive person in general. Not that I go to events and be very competitive there. Just for me, personal. Um, what's the English word? It's just pretty much just working up to a certain goal to reach it instead of enjoying the whole process.
Wow. Okay.
I realized that, and I'm really trying to change that. I'm still working on that. It's probably gonna take my life to stay there. But yeah, I'm trying to be more in the process and more being in the moment rather than being in the future. And I knew that when I was asked to enter the BC1 again this year in the top 4, that I would actually that this was going to be very difficult for me staying in the mindset that I want to stay in. So that was actually for me the harder situation, not to fall for this whole goal orientation and falling for the fact that I want to win, of course, at a battle. I had a lot of discussions with different people also about it, what's a good approach, because of course once you enter a battle, you go there to win. I'm not going there to just not care about the end of the whole battle. Then you don't go to a battle, then you can cipher and chill. And yeah, so I was really doing a lot of mind work, trying to stay more in the whole process of preparing. And yeah, and it was a very different, and of course I was sports wise just getting really ready, as I had injuries over the pandemic and kind of fell back, and I really had to get back into it to be on a level that I want to represent when I go to an event like BC1. So I was super prepared, I was really ready, I was burning. And then I lost against Jilu first round, and it happened. It's okay. It's not such a deal. That's something that was really different for me. I think I would have been so mad and upset before about something like that, and now I'm okay with it.
No doubt. And I actually, I watched that battle. I have a question. So, are you guys rivals? Because it seems like, I mean, you're telling me that you were, trying to be calm and so on and so forth. But when you were battling her, it seemed like you were going at her. Is that just your battle style? Because when I watched the 2019, you didn't do that. Yeah. You were just like, but then I also know now that your attitude was different. Yeah. You were just like, I'm just going to give it my all and just see where it goes versus, really preparing yourself, right? It seems like you were there to take heads.
Well, yeah, it's not to be understood wrong. It's not that now that I did a lot of mental work and working on myself, that I don't feel like I can really push in a battle. A battle is still a battle. That's what I realized for myself. And I wanted to try it too. I've never battled like this. Everybody afterwards was like, I've never seen you battle like this. I've never seen me battle like this either. But I wanted to try. I wanted to be a little bit more playful in a way. It's just a battle. In the end, it's not to be taken too seriously in real life what you do there. But it's especially against someone like Jilu, I have to push like that because it's just another technique that you can use in a battle. Yeah. And well, I would say of course we both pushed because we didn't want to give each other the first battle round. It's the top 8 on stage, and of course you want to go further. So I think we were both just trying as hard as possible not to leave that stage
No
already.
doubt.
And, I think that was a big reason. Then for me, it was my first battle since such a long time. So, like I said, I was just burning. I was ready to battle. I just really wanted to battle, and yeah, it was just a different. I would say, yeah, it was just a different approach, trying and see how this kind of battle style is going for me. And I actually enjoyed. I think it's kind of fun just to do that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm with you. My battle style can seem very overboard sometimes to people, but
Yeah.
I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the aggressive style. I like, making a clear cut line that we are not here for friendship. We are here for battle, and the
Yeah.
friendship can commence after the battle. You
Yeah.
know? So you think you might use this going forward?
Um, I talked with Emma. I talked about it, and I think I realized that I like doing it, but I think it's useful to use it in certain moments, but not always. It's also it's a little bit exhausting to battle like that because you really have to be on point, have to keep checking what's the other person doing, what am I doing, and then at the same time trying to keep your techniques on point instead of just getting lost somewhere. And so it can be a little bit exhausting too.
Yeah,
Um,
I have definitely, just to be transparent, there have been times where I definitely got lost in the aggression. And
yeah.
like you're so busy, letting them know what they aren't that you forget
Yeah.
what you are.
Yeah,
You're like, wait, what? Why am I here again?
yeah.
No doubt. Word.
I think that's what happened to me a little bit after the first round, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
That's where I fell off a little bit and I got lost in that a little bit too much, I would say. And I was getting a little bit sloppy. My techniques were getting a little bit off board. So I think that's actually what did happen a little bit to me too. And so I think I will definitely use it because it was also, of course, I had to practice it a little bit. I had to practice battling like this because I wasn't really doing it like that before. And I realized that it's really fun because you're communicating more in a way, even though
Yeah.
it's aggressive or sometimes making fun of the other person point. You just communicate in the battle more, and you get much more energy in the whole thing. And yeah.
Welcome to the dark side. Oh man, we have a new member.
Yeah,
No doubt.
for us, it's a very special way of growing an event. And even though I really enjoyed the Queen 16 and the Sweet 16 in the States, it's also basically just a competition. And we said we want to do a festival. It's more of a festival character. We have a whole weekend, and our approach is to just create a family vibe.
For more quality content from Beyond the Cipher with Ill Skills, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Also, feel free to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Beyond the Cipher. Let us know how we're doing in the comment section, and to make sure you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace. Until the next episode.